Hello, and welcome to day 25 of Selena Says Stretch. Today we're going to work on a yin yoga pose called Catch the Cat's Tail. This is a little complex and it might be challenging to see, so I invite you to explore the graphic in the comments so you can kind of get a picture of what we're going to do here. So we're going to lay on our side, and I would invite you to stay with me so the verbal cues make sense. We're going to lay down on our right side. And we're stacking everything, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, all stacked in a line. You may like resting your head down on the arm like this. You may like propping it up, or you may prefer to be up on the elbow. I like being up on the elbow so I can add in a stretch on this side, but that may not be for you and that may not be necessary. So from here, we're going to take this top leg and just bring it forward. So now, this left leg stays bent. We're going to take that right leg and straighten it straight back behind you. And I want you to stay here for a few breaths. Just rest that arm on your side or let it drop back behind you. Now you're opening up into the chest and shoulder here. Now we're going to bend that leg that's straight. So the left leg stays here. Right leg is straight. We're going to bend it. And we're going to take this left hand and see if we can grab hold of that right foot. Your foot may be up in the air like this. It may be down on the floor. Depending on the flexibility of your knees, hips, ankles, and quadriceps, it's going to be a little different. And there's no right or wrong here. There's lots of versions of this pose. But as you can see here, we're stretching into the side body. We're opening up the chest and lungs on the upper left side of our body. We're creating a twist through our midsection. We're also stretching the quadriceps on that right leg. That's our tail that we're grabbing hold of. So we have a lot of things going on here. And again, you can change your head position, lift up on the elbow. You have lots of options to explore. This is another pose that's great to hold for 1, 3, 5 minutes. Just let your body relax into it as you're breathing. This is a great one to do if you're watching TV. Just get a lot of full body movements through one stretch. Working smarter, not harder. And you should be following some nice deep breathing here. Just you may want to close your eyes through any of these poses and just go inward. And let the breath help you stretch. As the big inhale makes space wherever there is tightness, and the exhale lets you release that tension. So let's close out of side one as we release the tail. Relax that arm. Release the head. Slide this left leg back in. You may want to roll over onto your back or your belly. Take a few breaths as we move to side two. I'm flipping around, so I'm still facing you. But you only need to be able to hear me, not see me, to follow along. So whatever position you're in is okay. And now we're resting on the left side. So again, head can be down, lifted, or up on the elbow, depending on what is going to work for your body. And you can try all three today, or you can try it one way today and a different way the next time you practice. So we're going to take this top leg, which is our right leg, bend the knee, and let it drop in front. Right leg or left leg is behind us, straightened out, just straight line, as if you were standing on it. This top arm, I would invite you to rest on your side or let it drop back behind you, opening up all this right chest and lungs so you can take some deep breaths. And if you can't catch your tail, that's fine. Right here, you're still getting a lot of benefit from the pose. But if you're able, we're going to focus on that straight leg. So the left leg bends, left foot comes up to the right hand. As you catch that tail, catching it high or low, experiment. For me, some days, having the leg in this position is the stretch I need. Some days having it flat on the ground gets the muscles that need the stretch. So it can vary from practice to practice, or you can do a little bit of each during one session. Like I always say, this stretch is for you and your body. I'm just here to give you ideas and create a template for you so you have some idea of where to start and where you're going, but you get to do the driving. Remember, you should have your breath flowing in and out. It may not be as deep as it can be in some poses. You still should not be holding your breath. And again, we're getting a stretch into the legs, a twist into our midsection. We're stretching into the arms, the shoulders, the chest. The lungs are expanded. There's a lot of benefit happening here. One more breath. And we're going to slowly unwind. Just releasing the tail. Arm relaxes. Leg relaxes. And again, you may want to roll over to the belly. You may want to roll over to your back. Taking some deep breaths. Notice how that stretch felt. Was it different from side to side? Is your body asking to repeat it? Maybe just on one side. Just follow your intuition, trust yourself, and go in love. Namaste. See you tomorrow.